Transform your space into a cozy sanctuary with pleasant candles, where every scent tells a story. Whether you're unwinding after a long day or setting the mood for a relaxing evening, our hand-poured premium candles fill your home with luxurious aromas designed to uplift, soothe, and inspire. Breathe in our different scents in according with your smell taste, ranging from fresh mountain mist to beach linen, bringing the ocean breeze right to your home. And for long-lasting fragrance, try our luxurious perfume diffusers. Shop now at pleasantcandles.com and light up your senses today.
How y'all doing and welcome. I am Willie Williams. Appreciate y'all for joining the player. Subscribe. Please remember, go around to the WillieWilliamsShow.com. Y'all check out a few things. Subscribe to the website. If you would like to support a player around here, you can get some for you and them little babies by clicking the Get link on the website. If you'd like to see what we call the event video, please go around to the Patreon, the Willie Williams Show. The link's down there in the description. I need you liking, sharing, telling somebody about a player. We try to get the thumbs up over 500 in every show so we can do something to the algorithm. Listen, we got a PayPal link down in the description. We got $, top and bottom. Willie Williams Show, that is the cash app. And if you just so happen to hit that super chat, please don't go over $5 because the player don't know if he getting it or not. They say I get 30, they say that they get 70. God damn it, I think they getting the whole 100. Remember, the midday news show, if you can't watch it with your eyes and you can't use your peripherals and see a player, big word, I hear any goddamn screen. We do got a thing called a podcast on Anchor and Spotify, the Willie Williams Show. Please follow me on IG and Twitter at the WW Show. Appreciate y'all.
Well, sometimes you just got to go view the body for yourself. How y'all doing? I'm Willie Williams. Appreciate y'all for joining me. This is the Willie Williams Show. This is the nightly news show on this wonderful STD Friday. Y'all come on in. Sit yourselves right on down. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. If you're new around here, remember, subscribe. Tell somebody about the player. Seem to me that they're not sending out notifications like they have not been doing for a very, very long time. But we still show up. I mean, I'm late, but I done clocked in. I'm late, but I done clocked in. What it do? I done seen a lot out here in these streets. What was I just finna say? I wasn't finna say nothing. Okay. All right. Earlier, I saw the preview of Straw. And then I seen a Darky Hughes sister responding or doing some commentary or talking about Straw. In case y'all know what Straw is, Taraji B. Henson. It's a Tyler Perry movie. Before I saw the previews, she was pointing out same old, single mama, the daddy ain't shit, you know what I'm saying? Like the same old. Yeah, no. But I saw that probably like an hour before I saw the previews, and I was like, oh, there it is. And then somebody else was telling me that I don't think that there's one, well, hell, let me ask you good people. Is there one male positive movie that Tyler Perry's done? Now, I ain't hating on Perry now. Get your paper out here. Here, I'm trying to be in the movie. You know what I'm saying? Is there one positive father movie? Is there one positive man movie? I don't know because I don't watch everything. I'm asking you good people for a reason. That's because I don't know. And when I don't know, I know how to ask questions. You say Roscoe Jenkins, that ain't no Tyler Perry movie. Huh? I'm asking now. I'm asking for information. I'm asking for knowledge, you know? You say the one when the father had those girls. Oh, that was that even his movie? That was Daddy's Little Girl? Hell, but it was making no. Is you talking about Daddy's Girl or Daddy's Little Girl? No, because he was fighting to be a damn daddy. You know what I'm saying? Like he was fighting to be a daddy. If it wasn't for a woman, he wouldn't have got his little girls. But how he was even portrayed in that movie, he wasn't really portrayed as a strong man and shit like that right there. No. I liked the movie though. I liked it back when I watched it. That back when I used to think a certain way. Hold on. What was that right there? Tyler Perry's Daddy's Girl. What year was that? I'm looking for the year. What year? Year. Hold on. But that early 2007. Oh hell, I liked it. It was a nice movie. But then I went to seeing the trend of we just can't be no strong black men out here. Alex Cross, which he did not, which he played in himself, but the storyline wasn't his, was it? Because Alex Cross is a series, is a book, is a novel, right? So it wasn't his. I don't think that it was his idea. Well, hell, hold on. Tyler Perry's Alex Cross. Okay. Did Tyler Perry play Alex Cross? Yes. Is Alex Cross a Tyler Perry movie? No, Alex Cross is not a Tyler Perry movie. I knew it because I've seen different types of films that kind of referred to Alex Cross. Even though he starred in it, this is not a Tyler Perry movie. He was just in the movie. So this is somebody else's movie that he played a police officer in. Yeah. It was not his production. Great movie. He did well in the movie. But I'm talking about the movies that he created. Say, Willie, did you ever go see Sinners? Yeah. And I told y'all when I went to go see Sinners, and I told y'all that I was going to say something like a week later. Damn it, I think it's been like 3 weeks later. Hell yeah, I'm going to say something about that little silly ass little movie. Listen. I want to say it then, but I didn't want to hurt people's feelings. But, You say Tyler Perry is documenting what he sees, knows, and has experienced. Blame the brothers for their own stereotypes. They have been earned. What? So watch this. I know that there's a lot of horrible single ass mamas out here. But I'm pretty sure I can do a movie about a great single mom out here. You know what I'm saying? Like I because I've seen both sides. I've seen horrible men and I've seen great men. I've seen horrible fathers. I've seen great fathers. You can do both sides. I don't understand. Yes, Alex Cross was a James Patterson movie. Yep. No, I didn't like Sinners. No. Well, no. Hell no. Nope. But let me tell you why. Not that it wasn't good acting. Shout out to the players who was in that thing acting. Not that it wasn't for the good acting. It took too long to get me to it. Normally, I do not rush a movie. But all that shit, like in the beginning, it took me too long to figure out that this is a movie about vampires. See, because I didn't know that it was about vampires. Like I really didn't. Ain't nobody tell me. All I saw was a darker hue player. Damn it, I done forgot his name. Sinners. Yeah. What is buddy name? Michael B. Jordan. Just because damn it, it was Michael B. Jordan. I'm like, all right, because I like Michael B. Jordan. Let me go ahead on and check on out a player. You know what I'm saying? He got an old new movie. Let me support. But I heard a lot of people making like the comments and shit. Don't go see Sinners because Sinners is satanic, but I didn't know. I didn't know that it was like devilish type, well, vampire type. I guess, devilish type. You know what I'm saying? Because it was some religious aspects to it. So I didn't know, but people be tripping me out with don't watch movies or don't watch this because it may be satanic. Bitch, everything you watch on TV is satanic. The news is satanic. But we watch that. We play too much. We really, really play too much. But I thought that because I was reading black women's comments. And in my mind, they was hating on Michael B. Jordan. I have no idea why they was hating on him. But for all the comments that I was reading, again, I did not check out the previews. I was reading the comments before the movie came out, but I did not watch the trailer. I didn't even know. But I was like, well, why is all these dog you sisters hating on the player? Damn. Just go see the movie. Shout out CC's World for the 199 super chat. Say good deeds, positive black male role model. Good deeds. I gotta get the picture of it. Hold on. Tyler Perry's Good Deeds. That is a Tyler Perry movie. Okay. I would have to go back and hell because it got Gabrielle in it. I got to go back and watch it. I'm seeing Byron. Wait a minute. So Tyler Perry in Good Deeds. I'm looking at the cast. Tyler Perry is the only dog hue player. We got Brian White, which is light-skinned. We got Eddie Sabrian, white man. Jamie Kennedy, white man. Which I ain't hating on the cast, but okay, we got Mark E. Sweeten. Isn't he Mark E. Swinton, Neo, Darryl Booker, but these are just people who showed up in the movie. That first line is like the main cast. Well, maybe I need to say darker hue then. Maybe, You say, Willie, they don't like him because he was seen with lighter hue women that was at the boat party. Damn. From way back then. I did a video on that right up. They still mad at Buddy? You say, good deeds. He's Captain Saver, homeless single mama Janet. Oh, shit. No, man. See, I would have to see these type of movies to see if there is a positive black man, and this will dictate if it's a positive and or a strong black man. A strong black man. A black man who don't take a black woman shit in the movie. A black man that you just ain't gonna talk to any kind of way without him giving you some feedback. That, in my mind, is a strong black man in a movie, because I'm sick of these damn movies to where the man just get talked to like shit. It just ain't no respect. And until I get some of the movies, nah. Ain't nobody made one of them yet, huh? The 502 Louisville, Kentucky is in here hitting that like button. I appreciate that right there. Man, y'all come on in, man. And hit the thumbs up button. It ain't gonna hurt nothing. It really ain't gonna hurt nothing. Hell, give yourself a pat on the back. Y'all done made it over 100 by 22 after the hour. 22 after the hour. You say Lex Steele was a strong black man. Yeah. Shout out to Lexington Steele. Strong black man. Yeah. Uh-huh. He talking a different way out here. You know what I'm saying? But listen, I think the Good Deeds movie, see, because I like movies. So the movie itself was good, but when I break down to how it makes one look, then I have to judge it on that also. Like, Tyler Perry make good movies if you like for black men to be treated like shit. Not all, but it seems like the majority. The casting is great. The acting is great. All of that. I can give, great movie. But when what the movie is about and how it make dark hue players look, hell no. You say, I like the Spike Lee movies. Yes, I like the Spike Lee movies too. But Spike Lee got to come on back out here and make some more damn movies. I think he ran out of the, I would say, like the Black First type movies, the Black Power movies and shit like that right there. I think he just ran out of those. Hold on. You say you could, you didn't say he couldn't be a simp. Mr. D was a positive black man, Tyler Perry movie. Well, yeah. Yep. You absolutely correct. But that is not a strong. I don't think a simp, just in my opinion, I don't think a simp is a strong black man. I don't think so. I think a strong man is one who will give a woman correction. A strong man will not tolerate disrespect. Now, a lot of us can say, well, I didn't grow up seeing no type of strong men like that, or Tyler Perry didn't see no strong men like that. Well, if that was the case, he need to look around at a lot of these fathers and a lot of these grandfathers. Huh? Because I came up with granddaddies in the community. I wish Mitch Wood try to slick rap him. I wish Mitch Wood try to disrespect him. See, those strong black men then. It just keeps on going away. But shout out Tyler, listen. Hell, I want to be in the movie. Tyler, I got range. But I'm just going to keep it 100 though. I'm not going to lie, about my opinion. I'm not going to do that. You say he was the president of the company Conglomerate that took over business. Oh, but you said he was old simp though. Damn it, I can't look. I don't raise boys. I don't, you know what I'm saying? I can't be that little simp ass dude and then be like, oh, he was simp in the movie and that make him a strong man. Oh, hell no. I can't do it though. Conglomerate. He was a company conglomerate. Conglomerate. Hold on. He was the president conglomerate that took over the business. See, sometimes you got to break it down for me. Yeah. You say, yeah, he's still a simp. Yeah. Listen, you can own businesses. You can be rich as all that damn doors. And let a woman run all over you. That's not strong to me. I don't. That's literally the opposite of strong to me if any man lets a woman run over him. I'm just saying, but they got them sinners. And I didn't know that Michael B. Jordan was playing two characters. He did a good job with that. He played both damn characters. And I kept thinking, well, damn, do Michael B. Jordan got a twin? Because they did that. Listen, they did that right there real, real good. Strong men have a peaceful household. That I noticed. Because they don't even allow a loudmouth ass woman. No, hell no. They demanded respect or get the hell on from around them. You know what I'm saying? Peaceful household. Never heard about Miss Shirley down there being loud as hell. Ever. Try to tell you something, boy. Woo! Glad that y'all around here. Look here. We gonna fire up Rumble. We're gonna fire up Rumble at 8 o'clock. We're gonna fire it up at 8 o'clock because we're gonna end the show over on Rumble. We're gonna end the show over there on Rumble. Got some things to show you. I'm gonna show y'all the thumbnail around by 8 o'clock. You know what I'm saying? I gotta go ahead on and show y'all something that I had done seen that I hear in the doggone street. Or we finna go ahead on and get into it. We finna go ahead on and get into the little bit of other news that I got out here. We gonna start right here then. And this is a question. This is a question for all you ladies out here. Cause y'all be wanting players with the bag. He got to make over 100. We're going to put this picture up real quick. He got to make over 100 grand. Y'all want to play her with the bag. They said that he was a great person. Him. But he leaned back against the window right there. He was an old great person. He was a father. He was a father of 12. Fatally shot protecting his family. Here we go.
Tonight on the 10 o'clock news, a Jacksonville mother is holding on to memories and fighting through heartbreak after her fiance was gunned down just steps from their home. Dante Swan, a father of 12, was trying to protect his family when
You say he looked like a father of 12?
was killed in the early morning hours, May 15th.
News 4 Jax reporter Alicia Hatcher sat down with his family, who's now holding on to memories and searching for justice.
Dante was a great person, a great guy, a great father, a great man. He loved his kids. He always showed love for his kids. He looked forward to the summers, just spending time, Christmas break. Anytime we get together and get all the kids together, that's always what he wanted to do.
But on May 15th, all of that changed.
When I got off of work and I was driving on, I can't pull up outside. I seen like 2 people on the sidewalk, and I slowed down. I put my signal light on, let them know that I was turning. That's what one of them hollered out saying that, calling for other people. That's when I seen like 3 more people submerged from outside our cars, and then they ran out.
Aisha Gibson made it safely inside, but moments later, their home security cameras caught more movement. She and Dante stepped outside again to check their cars.
We both standing outside. That's when we heard something, and he was walking back. He was telling me to go back in the house. He was walking back around the truck to come in the house. That's when he had heard something, so he had fired a shot in the air. Like, hey, you know what I'm saying? Hey, go ahead on. Because he was walking back when all this happened. He was walking back towards me to go in the house. And
Damn, he fired a shot off in the air to tell Buddy go ahead on.
that's when all the shots had ringed out. And I guess that's when he had got shot in the side.
Dante was shot and killed just steps from his front door.
My kids got lost both of us that day.
A father of 12 was the heart of his family, now broken.
And they holding me together for right now for the most part. I don't know where I'd be without them. I don't think I can be able to sit right here right now.
From family trips to Texas to Valentine's outfits for everyone, Swan's love was loud and unconditional.
No.
Anytime right now, he gonna come through the door, making some kind of funny noise, messing with everybody, just stirring up the room.
And now, with only memories left, his fiancée has one plea for the community.
If you know that this your cousin, your friend, your child, just come forward and turn them in, because it's just making it worse on them. He hurt a family that didn't deserve to be hurt. So y'all please.
You got the baby here crying. She's really crying. Those real tears. Y'all know we be showing these ladies on screen who don't be having tears about their own damn children.
Turn y'all loved one in. It don't matter if they know they friend knows something. Make sure tell their friends to turn them in. Maybe they can be able to help bring a family to closure.
Thank you.
A broken family looking for justice and closure. Alicia Hatcher, Channel 4, the local station.
No arrests have been made. Detectives say they're reviewing video and suspect leads. If you know any information about what happened, you're asked to call JSO or Crime Stopper.
I don't know. You say, they might got that paper. Might be no GoFundMe. But I didn't do what I said that I'm going to do. But I'm finna do it right now. We got to see if there is a GoFundMe. We got to see. We got to go to it. Because I ain't have time to look up for this one right here. But I'm scrolling. Hold on. I'm scrolling. Let's see if anybody would like to. No. Ain't no GoFundMe. But y'all do know how we got to grab a name. Yada, yada, yada. His name is Dante Swan. We got to see. We got to at least see. Because y'all know a lot of times I forget or the news forget to go ahead on and do a promotion for the GoFundMe. Y'all, they don't have a GoFundMe. That's what's up. They don't have a GoFundMe. Oh man, listen. So let me go on back here. Let me go on back here because y'all know, if y'all new around here, y'all know what I be talking about. You better have some life insurance out here. I just said yesterday, if y'all is the breadwinners, if you have to choose between y'all the breadwinners and or the children having life insurance, it should always be the breadwinners. Because once you leave, somebody got to take care of your children. Now, is 12 children a lot? Hell yeah, you cannot. You cannot give 12 children what they need. You cannot give them what they need. Yes, you can feed them, you can clothe them, you can house them. You cannot give 12 children what they need. It just don't happen like that. You know what I'm saying? But I don't think that they as a couple had all 12 together. I think he had other kids from other women. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think that she's the mother of 12. I don't think that she's the mama of 12. You know, you say she ain't got time for that. Say she got 12 children. Hey, they was fiance and fiance. So in my opinion, they probably been together. I'm gonna give them about 5 years. I'm gonna give them about 5 years, and I could be wrong. Because I do believe that some of the children is from other women. Just because she's a fiance now. You know what I'm saying? It's a sad case of events. But we can't shoot up in the air, y'all. Y'all do know, especially in the great state of Florida, you don't shoot up in the air. You can go to jail for that. You can literally go to jail for shooting up in the air. So let's not do that right there. You shoot when it needs to be shot. He shot up in the air saying, go ahead, and then somebody done open fire on him. Got to be more careful. We got to, if y'all know something, say something, man. The children ain't got no more daddy. I do understand that a whole bunch of y'all ain't got no damn daddies, but damn it, stop taking the daddies away, you know? Have y'all noticed that a lot of the dudes who be getting killed, well, a few of the dudes that be getting killed be good daddies, right? Be in the children life. So I think that we need to take more of people who is not daddies off earth. If we got to take the men off earth, let's take the shooters and let's take the men who ain't daddies off earth first. You know, and then if you just got to get to some daddies, then you just get to some daddies. But this doggone shame. So we can learn from this right here. Do not shoot your gun willy-nilly. Keep your eyes on the prize. Keep your eyes on the prize. And if you walk outside because you saw some people walking around your damn car and you don't see somebody, walk your ass back in the house real quick. Pay attention to your cameras again.
Our cars, and then they ran out.
Aisha Gibson made it safely inside, but moments later, their home security cameras caught more movement. She and Dante stepped outside again to check their cars.
Now, I got a question. Is this him or is this the suspect?
Ran out.
Aisha Gibson made it safely inside.
Who is Buddy? I don't know who Buddy is. I don't think it's him, but
moments later,
because he's darker than the father.
Their home security cameras caught more movement. She and Dante stepped outside again to check their cars.
We both standing outside. That's when we heard something, and he was walking back. He was telling me to go back in the house. He was walking back around the truck to come in the house. That's when he had heard them, so he had fired a shot in the air. Like, hey, you know what I'm saying? Hey, go ahead on. Because he was walking back when all this happened. He was walking back towards me to go in the house.
He said, go ahead on. Say he was walking back towards me. That means he wasn't watching this 6. So when he shot in the air, said, go ahead on, he know that there was somebody outside. He didn't put his eyes on the prize. He didn't put his eyes on the person. He just shot in the head, man, y'all get the hell off around here now. And turned his back. Dang.
Hey, go ahead on. Because he was walking back when all this happened. He was walking back towards me to go in the house. And that's when all the shots had rang out. And I guess that's when he had got shot in the side.
All the shots rang out. Got to be more careful. Move right along, y'all. Ain't gonna be much hold you. Listen, let it be a learning lesson. Let this be a learning lesson. If you got to go back inside the house, back inside the house. Don't turn your whole body the way you can't watch your six, man. Got to be more careful. Now them children ain't got no daddy. Damn shame. Move right along. I ain't gonna get much hold you. Listen, I got a situation here where I done told you good people to mind your own business. I done said mind your business throughout the years. Mind your doggone business. Sometimes being the hero works. Sometimes being the hero works, and sometimes you can lose your life with being a hero. So sometimes, I guess it's good sometimes, but then if you lose your life, it's never good. So when you don't lose your life, in my opinion, you is a hero. We got a situation out here in Atlanta. We got somebody say quick thinking. Quick thinking. A bystander saves a woman's life while she's being carjacked. Shout out to Baby Al for having that low cut.
New at 4, a man tried to carjack 2 people in Marietta, but his violent behavior is... New at 4, a man tried to carjack 2 people in Marietta, but his violent behavior is interrupted by a good Samaritan. Fox 5's Denise Dillon is live in Marietta with that story. So Denise, you talked to that good Samaritan and one of the victims.
I certainly did, and this whole thing started at this gas station where the first attempted carjacking took place. That good Samaritan ran from across the street at this restaurant to help.
And I was just, help, help, and he and I were wrestling, and then we fell to the concrete.
Teresa Mackis walked out of this gas station on Franklin Gateway and says a man wanted her car and attacked her with a piece of a metal bed frame.
I was screaming as loud as I could, but nobody around the gas station came.
Gary and Anna Edwards were just leaving Cracker Barrel across the street when they heard the screams for help.
And we heard a lady screaming, bloody murder. And I saw across the road this guy on top of this lady.
Gary took off running.
In the impact, knocked him over, and then there was a little tussle on the ground.
The next thing I heard was, get the hell off of her right now.
Gary says the attacker ran toward the intersection where he tried to carjack a vehicle with a couple and a child inside. Gary went after him.
Anna, my wife, met me at the edge of the road, gave me her gun.
Shout out to your wife with that fire.
I rounded the vehicle that he was trying to get into on the passenger side.
Gary says he pulled the gun on the man and told him to get down.
He spread eagle, put his hands down, and was begging and pleading, let him go.
Police showed up and arrested 32-year-old Rico Riley.
Shout out to your wife for having that fire though. Nah. Question is, Gary, where was your gun?
Police say thanks to the quick response from Gary and Anna Edwards, Riley is now in jail facing numerous charges.
And the outcome in this particular case was fantastic, and we applaud them. We also caution the public, we're never going to ask you to be that one to run in.
See, this how us in law enforcement be thinking. We ain't trying to tell you to go ahead on and save no goddamn body now. Boy, you're on your own now.
If you are wired that way, please be safe.
The Edwards say there was no time to think. They knew someone needed help, and they took action.
It's what people should do.
No, we shouldn't. Y'all don't listen to Gary. Don't listen to Gary.
Somebody's in danger.
And I'm very proud of him.
She very proud of her man. Now, this is a turn on for her. Because her man looks tough now. I mean, you had the gun on him all sexy and stuff, you know what I'm saying? I love you, Gary.
People should do. If somebody's in danger.
And I'm very proud of him.
And Teresa Mackis says she is extremely grateful that Gary and Anna were there for her to help.
So since Gary and Anna was there, should she not give Gary and Anna a piece? Hell, they might be swingers. But what if that's how they get down? Should she offer up herself? Should she sign up for a polygamous relationship? Should that baby give her all to Gary? Gary put his life on the line. What you gonna get him? Or at least give him a couple of dollars. You know what I'm saying? And not $37.50 because he ain't hunching. But a few stacks, because listen, lady, you would have lost everything. You would have lost everything. You would have lost your purse. You would have lost your little car, and you would have probably had like a bump on your head or something like that right there. So you got to give him something. say, Willie, you doing too much. No, everybody don't think what they meet. But listen, everybody will use their meat. I promise you. Listen, offer it. Offer a little something, and his wife be okay with it. I bet Gary gonna be like,
Her, she says,
well, if that's all you got, babe.
doesn't know what would have happened if it hadn't been for them. Reporting live in Marietta.
Gary say, my wife, I think his wife's name is Susan, right? Susie. I don't know her name. Hold on.
Around the gas station came
Gary and Anna Edwards.
Gary and Anna looked like she drank wine. She might be on that little Taylor Port.
We're just leaving Cracker Barrel across.
They was over there on Cracker Barrel too. I think Cracker Barrel sell wine. Damn, she gave me that $5. Now, you know what I'm saying? I pointed out.
Gary went after him.
Anna, my wife, met me at the edge of the road, gave me her gun.
She say, here, babe. Here, babe, bust him, babe. Hey, listen. What? All right. They probably be like going out to the range and shit like that right there. She probably said, bust him, babe. We been waiting to shoot some goddamn babe. Listen, we just left Cracker Barrel too. Bitch, all right, okay.
I rounded the vehicle that he was trying to get into on the passenger side.
Gary says
You say just think, Anna's really 26 years old. Listen, shout out to our Lighter Hughes sisters who age really, really bad. But Anna got like a good little young, old look on her. You know what I'm saying? She got that little sex appeal. Look at watch brother.
He's in danger.
And I'm very proud of him.
With that smile, I'm gonna give you something special. Move right along, I ain't gonna much hold you. Listen, mind your business. Stay in your lane. Stay in your lane now. We run. Hey, should have been watching 12, 3, 6, and 9 at all times. I'm just trying to tell y'all something, try to keep you alive. Anyway, moving right along. I ain't gonna much hold you. Let's go on out here to, damn it, what is this, Indianapolis? I think it's Indianapolis. We finna talk about a little eviction and stuff like that. We finna talk about people losing their places to live. Right here. It goes on. You say record, and upload and send it to Willie for the 999 News, who's never ever get involved. Facts. Let somebody else deal with that shit. I know that people, they want to come out here on national television. I was screaming my heart out and nobody came to help me. As if it's somebody's job to come and help an adult who's screaming really, really loud. We have been led to believe. And even Gary, like, everybody should help. Hell no. Gary, how old you is? You probably about 55, something like that right there. You have lived half a century. Over a half a century. Now you're going to tell the people behind you to go ahead on and put their lives in danger so they have a high possibility of them not making it to see or live on earth for over a half a century. We got to stop doing that to the youngest. We got to stop doing that to the people who behind us. If anything, say it to the thugs or something like that right there. Damn it, listen to all you bangers and all you gangsters. If y'all see somebody in distress, y'all should help. You know. You say who got their Section 8 counsel. Listen, I'm going to show y'all two videos. Having a place to live is very, very important. Not doing your due diligence is really important. Not handling your business. Not knowing is not an excuse. I want y'all to understand that. Not knowing is not an excuse, especially for what I'm about to show you. We got a situation. This sister say that she fell behind. She fell behind on her property taxes. And an investor took her home. We've talked about property taxes over here on the Willie Williams Show. I talked about what's about to transpire in the great state of Florida, to where our governor is trying to put on the ballot to where we stop paying property taxes and we don't lose our properties if we don't pay property taxes, because if we remove it, then we won't be, here responsible for property taxes. This is what happens. I do understand that a lot of y'all own y'all homes. I get it. But if y'all don't pay y'all property taxes, you put yourself in a position to lose your home. Now we got the sister who finna explain to us how this had didn't happen. Here we go. I never liked it homes built like this. Is this one house? Is this multi-complex? I don't know, man.
My name is Velma Lewis. I'm a senior citizen. I have resided in Maywood for a number of years, more like 60 years. The neighborhood was really a beautiful block. And not only that, we got a lot of memories there. My mom had a small garden out there, and it was a relaxing atmosphere.
Let's see. After her mother died, Velma Lewis noticed that the roof on her family home was leaking. What she did. Because she couldn't afford both, she made the necessary home repairs and put off paying her property tax bill.
I had been in the house so long, the house was paid for. And because I didn't really know, which is actually my fault, that I didn't know, but then the system looked like it's taking consideration. It wasn't like I just was trying to avoid my taxes.
She said it was her fault. I like that she took first responsibility. She said it was her fault. But then she went on ahead and said that they didn't take in consideration. Consideration of what, baby? That you wasn't trying to pay it?
The system looked like it's taking consideration. It wasn't like I just was trying to avoid my taxes, period. It's just that I felt that I had that time and I took advantage of that time, because I could do other things. But as it turns out, I lost the house thinking like that.
Turned out the way I was thinking, following her own mind, that's how she lost the house. In Illinois, if a homeowner fails to pay their property taxes on time, state laws empowers investors, known as tax buyers, to purchase the debt. If the homeowner does not pay off the debt plus interest, penalties, and fees within 30 months, you typically get the 2 years. I think in Florida it's 22 months you get down here. They say the tax buyer may foreclose on the home and take ownership of it. In 2023, sheriff deputies burst into the Lewis homes and evicted her. They put her right on out there. They ain't playing. And it's a paid off home. Paid for. Done with.
Check on your taxes. See where you are.
See where you at. Do your due diligence. We don't care nothing about you being no senior citizen. None of that fly shit right there. We need that paper.
See what you have to pay. See if you owe, check it out. Be thorough about it. There's these hound dogs out here that's gonna take it if they can, period.
Well, we really can't call them hound dogs. We really don't want to put a bad name on the investors if you come up short. You know what I'm saying? They wouldn't be able to do what they is able to do. Well, we won't be able to do what we is able to do if you pay your damn tax bill. So I don't think that she should use the term hound dogs, because ain't nobody hound you. They saw it come up on the docket and be like, oh, let me get down right there. Mm-hmm.
This man would have took mine, but it's just that I just didn't want to give it up.
A year and a half after Lewis lost her home to tax foreclosure, she took out a 30-year mortgage to buy her home back at $180,000. I wonder how much did she lose the house over? Be more careful. The initial tax debt that landed her in the sale was just $6,200. $6,200 costed her, or is costing her, $180,000 plus interest. So that $180,000 by the time if she make it for like another 30 years to go ahead on and pay the $180, she would have probably paid like over $300,000. So $6,200 just cost her over $300,000. Yep. For not doing your due diligence, for not knowing what you need to know, for putting shit off, procrastination. He said, shout out to her for sporting her rib. Oh, yeah. My bad.
It's been a long, hard.
Shout out for having a reel. For real, though.
It's been about 4 years. And I guess, like I said, I could have gave you that, but something within me just didn't want to let that place go.
Just didn't want to let it go. Mama house had roof problems. Can't afford that and pay her own damn bill. Let me just go ahead on and move on to mama house because it's paid for. Dang. It's listen, so many people across the country have if y'all don't know anything about tax liens, and y'all don't know how many people is losing their homes and losing their property because they can't pay the tax bill and or forget to pay the tax bill, and or sometimes people be incarcerated and lose their home because of property taxes. They was in jail, so they couldn't and didn't pay their property taxes, and by the time they get out, their house sold. Yeah. Say a man is necessary. Yes, it is. Say 40 acres and a mule. Damn. He say that's terrible what happened to her. Yeah. Listen, this happens all across the country. This is why information is key, and this is why I really don't understand at this point why aren't especially black folk focus more on education and information, especially when we can't say the white man keeping us from the information. Hell, we got the information walking right around with us. So don't be a statistic, people. Don't do it. Do something about it. Stand up for yourself. Read. There's no excuse. While y'all around here watching the soap operas and all that little fly shit, listen, them people, they got their money. Them people, they got their little apartments and shit like that right there. You do not want what you done worked and or what your loved ones have worked for all their doggone life to just go to a investor like myself. I'm trying to tell you something. Boy. Not a good look. Anyway, he said on the paid off house. Yeah. This is why, shout out to our good governor, Ron DeSantis. He just trying to put this here on the doggone ballot. I'm going to be mad as hell. I'm going to be so mad when it get put on this doggone ballot and you people don't vote yay instead of nay. I'm going to be mad in the summer. I'm trying to tell you something because it's just not right. It's just not right. And I do believe that they is going to try to find, or they are going to find some way, somehow to don't let it pass. Because that's a whole bunch of money that they will be losing. For real. Hold on. Let's see. Let me get this out the way. Get that. So I got two of these stories. Let me get two of the stories out of here. There's one more. All right. Let me get little buddy on up out of there. Bam. Got that out my way. I'm going to do this one right here next, but I need to push this. Let me go ahead on and push the rumble. So we can get the rumble up and popping. Hold on. Got to be able to give y'all the thumbnail. This is what we finna do over here on Rumble. Let me push Rumble. Scheduling. I did schedule it. Oh shit, I had put it for 7 o'clock when it should have been at 8 o'clock. All right. I'm pushing it. Finna try to open it. This is what's finna go down. We finna try to have us a good time on Rumble. I had to do that so it'll show up on Rumble the way it's supposed to show up. Bam. 3, 2, 1. Put myself back on the screen for you real quick. Welcome. Thank y'all for joining the player. We're around here also on YouTube too. I know that Rumble just not coming on there. Rumble and Twitter. We can't even put that on the other YouTube, and we can't put it on Twitch because They be figgity out here in the doggone street. They say, Willie, if they get rid of the property taxes, how do you think that they're going to replace the revenue? Well, they was talking about raising the sales tax. I just think that we need to stop spending money on BS. I think we really do need to stop spending money on BS. But I also think that we need to, make the property taxes pay for garbage, schools, fire department, roads, sewer, and the police department, and I think the libraries and community centers and shit like that right there. I think because everybody can use those things, I believe everybody needs to pay for it. Not just people who own property. I don't think I do not think that that's right. So they're talking about raising the sales tax. And I know that our sales tax in Florida, I think is a 7%. I think so. What is the sales tax in Florida? The general state rate is 6%. Oh, all right. My bad. It's 6%. So if it's 6%, I would say if they raise the sales tax, raise it up to about 8. Just raise the sales tax up to 8. Take those 2% and pay for all of those things that the property taxes pay for. Now, I don't know how much money that will accumulate. I have no idea. I have no idea. But something needs to be done other than certain people paying for it and other people is benefiting off of it. I think that that's BS. Because if they really want to get spotty with it, then if they want to really, really get sharp at the mouth, if your ass don't own no property, then you should not be able to use the police, the fire department, the public schools, the libraries, the community parks, and the water and sewer. You shouldn't be able to use none of that shit then, if you don't own no property. Huh? I know. People don't want the sales tax to go up. I get it. I do understand. But I don't want to be paying property taxes that everybody benefit from either. Say, Willie, did you see the story about the baby that stole a wig off a dead person at a funeral? Hell no, you got to send that to me if you ain't already done sent it to me. You say the sales tax depends on county by county. I don't think so in Florida. Hold on, but you might be right. You got a point. County discretionary sales surtax. Most Florida counties, with the exemption of Collier County, imposes an additional surtax. These rates can vary. All right. Bam. So we have a base sales tax, and then according to the counties can add another a surtax to it that will raise your sales tax in that county. I got it. So the rates can vary between counties, ranging from 0.5% to 2.0% in some particular counties, depending on the local tax jurisdiction. Okay, with a combination rate of 8% in some cases. That's what's up. You're absolutely correct. See, and I'm glad that you said that. I verified it. Bam. I know the facts right now. Shout out to C-Note for the 499 Super Chat. Says, so you telling me homeowners paying for single mamas? Facts. We pay for Section 8s. We pay for food stamps and can't get food stamps. That's goddamn shame. This shit is ridiculous. For real though. Speaking of eviction, we got something else. Oh, we going to Atlanta? Now, what is that? What happened? I went back the wrong way. Okay, I got her. We're going to the ATL, shouty. We got another sister who is going through eviction. Clayton State student. We have a college student, a university student is evicted from her university housing, and she needs your help out here in these streets. Here we go.
University student faces eviction, and she's now wondering how she's going to finish school and where she's going to live.
That's right. So the school says she failed to pay for student housing, but as Joe Ripley reports tonight, she's looking for any way to stay afloat.
Tajane Hollins is heading into the summer before her senior year with more questions than answers.
Now listen, ladies, I want y'all to understand.
With more questions.
Look at Tajane. Tajane look like she is slim thick out here in the street. She got her shape together. She not overweight with it. You know what I'm saying? So in my mind, just by seeing that right there, she shouldn't be having a hard time with her rent. But because females have lost the art of finessing players. Got to be more. Go ahead.
Questions than answers.
And told me to be out by Friday today.
The Clayton State University student says she got an eviction notice from the school Tuesday after not paying for student housing at Laker Village.
Now, I don't know if she was punched in the for talking, or I don't know if that's a birthmark. Shout out to Miss Buck Good for the $2 cash out. Say, pass a happy STD Friday. Say, baby oil meets everywhere. That's what's up. Here we go. Oh, here we go.
Holland says her road through school has hit a few bumps. She doesn't get help from family. She says her financial aid will not help her pay for housing, and she recently got 2 jobs this week to try and help pay her way.
Now, how many darker hue males and females have that same story to where they end up making it into college and ain't nobody got no damn money to help them out? But if somebody was in jail, we got money to put on somebody's damn books. We ain't got no money to help to buy books. We got some money to put on books out here in the goddamn street. It's a damn shame. It's really a shame. She has no family to help.
Get help from family. She says her financial aid will not help her pay for housing, and she recently got 2 jobs this week to try and help pay her way.
It's really left me feeling a little bit discouraged with even finishing school because it's been such a hassle for me to get to the finish line. And now it's just me trying to figure out a game plan. Where do I go from here?
Paying for student housing only speaks to the rising costs for those trying to afford college here in Georgia.
There's a lot of housing insecurity because our financial aid programs don't really cover the full cost of attendance.
Ashley Young with the Georgia Budget and Policy Institute says while public colleges in Georgia have one of the lowest tuition rates in the country, that does not account for room, board, and other costs.
She say her chest is popping. Here's my problem. She got 2 jobs to try to pay rent. Think about it. She just got 2 jobs. Let me explain why she's just getting 2 jobs and didn't have 2 jobs a long time ago. I do believe that she thought that them people were playing.
Unforeseen circumstances happen to students, right? Students, unfortunately, many who are racially marginalized have been historically excluded from building wealth. So what do we do in that regard?
Clayton State acknowledged.
It ain't got nothing to do with them being in school now. She say a whole bunch of people have been excluded from building wealth, but they are young adults. They just getting started. So what did that have to do with anything? Our problem is we decide to have children that we cannot afford.
The country, that does not account for room, board, and other costs.
Unforeseen circumstances happen to students, right? Yes. Students, unfortunately, many who are racially marginalized have been historically excluded from building wealth. So what do
you see? Listen to the line. She's blaming it on they have not been able to build wealth, but they are students. What do you mean that they've been blocked from building wealth? They students, they just started.
Circumstances happen to students, right?
Circumstances happen to students, right?
Students, unfortunately, many who are racially marginalized.
Many who is racially marginalized. She's talking about the students who's trying to get the degree. So they're racially marginalized.
Have been historically excluded from building wealth. So what do we do in that regard?
Clayton.
You can't. Ain't we talking about what's going on right now and what's not supposed to happen like in the future? I be so confused. We just be talking.
State acknowledged our questions about Holland's case, but we're still awaiting a response. Holland says Clayton State referred her to a local shelter, but she's wanting an extension, a payment plan, something to give her more hope and a summer of uncertainty.
They offered her a shelter, but she wants an extension. I understand you wants, baby, but by you saying you want an extension, is you telling us that you're not going to go to the shelter?
Says Clayton State referred her to a local shelter, but she's wanting an extension, a payment plan, something to give her more hope in a summer of uncertainty.
Y'all do know y'all not supposed to be wearing crosses, but keep doing what you're doing. I see you at the gate. You say, so how do we stop this, Willie? I don't know, because we can't stop women from producing children. Their bodies, their babies. You know. We don't have a standard on producing children. That's just a problem. That's a problem. But in every industry, you have to have some type of certificate, right? To do any career, you need a certificate. To do any trade, you need a certificate, right? We have standards on that. But like they be saying, the most important thing is our children. But we ain't got no standards on creating or bringing children to the planet. Who can bring children to the planet? Wow.
I just pray. I just really stay grounded in my faith.
Stay grounded in your faith. You need to take them shits right there off. I'm not letting you in the gate. Come to the gate with these right here. Your ass ain't getting in. You're not getting into heaven with these here on, baby. So stay in your faith and take that shit off. Be proud of how you look in your face without the little BS on your face. But do what you do, sister. Do what you do.
I just really stay grounded in my faith, and I still just give glory to God for at least bringing me to another day, even though things are not going according.
Do y'all even understand how y'all be giving glory to the Lord and shit don't be going well? I don't. But y'all don't get that to y'all own daddies. Shout out to C-No for the 499 super chat. You say, Willie, are you as player if you getting are you a player if you getting finessed by a baby, or do we think let her think we being finessed? No, a true player do not get finessed, because you already understand the game. You know what I'm saying? You already had your ups and downs. If you had your ups and downs, you understand the female nature. You understand how the game go. You a true player out here in the doggone street. It is the ones who just ain't made it there yet and can be finessed, can be manipulated, can be groomed. But the ladies, especially darker hue sisters, have lost that skill because they don't know how to use their mouthpiece correctly. They don't know what to say, when to say, and how to say. And they pretty much all focusing on the same 10, 20% of dudes, while leaving 80% of the dudes out here girlless, getting plenty money. The ones who ain't getting these chicks is getting plenty money. But they not paying attention to those dudes because he's lame. He's a square. He don't wear J's. He don't wear skinny jeans. He works a 9 to 5. You know what I'm saying? While y'all out here getting put out. But you won't talk to him because he ain't got swag. Got it.
To what I see fit.
Hold on. Say that piece again, baby.
To another day, even though things are not going according to what I see fit.
See, yeah, so like I was saying, you all quick to give glory to the Lord and y'all will praise God and y'all just love y'all some God and shit ain't going right. But when things ain't going right with your daddies, he ain't worth a damn. You can't ever forgive him. You won't give him praise. Hell, you won't give him grace. Ooh. Shout out to C-No for the 199 super chat. Say sorry for the late super chat. Say I'm on that. Or keep doing what you're doing. I ain't even mad at you.
I still just give glory to God for at least bringing me to another day, even though things are not going according to what I see fit.
In Morrow, Joe Ripley, 11 Alive News.
Now, you might remember back in March, Clayton State implemented a policy requiring students to pay for summer housing, even if they weren't planning to stay on campus during the summer. But some exceptions were given to students struggling financially.
I'd be mad as hell. Did y'all just hear? They say that they was giving exclusive.
Even if they weren't planning to stay on campus during the summer, but some exceptions were given to students struggling financially.
They said that you had to pay to stay there for the summer, even though that there was no classes. But for the students who had financial problems, they were given exceptions, meaning that some people could stay for free and other people couldn't. I think that is horrible. That is horrible. And I wonder what she is going to school for. I wonder what is her degree in, because it's probably in some BS. It's literally probably in some BS. So listen to Sugar. Watch this. She said that she can't get no help from her family. Guess who? I can almost guarantee I can be wrong. I can be wrong. I guess the same way she give glory to the Lord and she love the Lord and thank God and all that shit, I bet she's still down and cool with her mama, who probably can't do shit for her. Huh? Because remember, mamas can't do nothing bad. Regardless of whatever mama do bad, mama can't do nothing bad. Still love my mama, cause it's my mama. They do not give no man grace, and they be loving the Lord. Don't Jesus give grace? Y'all can't give y'all daddies grace? Wow. Fake ass Christians. I can't take y'all serious. You say, got to be more careful. You say, that's the only thing that I was asking in my head. What she's taking up in the facility. Yeah. You say she needs some milk. That baby need to go on out there and learn how to look cute and keep her mouth shut. Now, I'm not trying to tell y'all to hustle men, but the same thing that I tell the men, goddamn it, if you down bad, you better find you a bitch who need a daddy. You better find you one of our little thick, super big bitches out here in the goddamn streets that just need a man until you get back on your damn feet. I'm just saying, you say, Willie, the Bible, the man is supposed to be the head. And you got all these women that's Christians and love the Lord, and they refuse to not be the head. Your Bible say Jesus man, woman, child. They come out here and tell you, well, unless a man is doing this, unless a man is doing that, then I let him lead. That ain't what the book say. Because a man can be doing exactly what he is supposed to be doing, but because he is not doing what you think he's supposed to be doing, he's not leader material. That ain't what your books say. Y'all do know that it's more Christian women than it is Christian men, or women who believe in God than it is men who believe in God. We do understand that right there, right? I would say the majority of them refuse to not be a leader. They not finna let no man lead them. They don't give a damn what God say, but they love the Lord, though. Remember that. They love the Lord. Ain't no man finna lead her, though. So when I be telling y'all that these bitches be out here playing, I don't be believing people when they be talking about that they be Christians and they love the Lord and all that fly shit. I just let you speak. I just listen. I listen and watch. You're full of it. The majority of you all is full of it. Just saying. Just in my opinion. But anyway. Let's go on around here. Shit, we still in Atlanta? Let's go on around here to where they done had the camera people to come on out to Baldwin Townhomes. The tenants is getting evicted out of Baldwin Townhomes. Here we go.
Good morning. My name is Toriana Good, and I am a resident of Baldwin Townhomes. The living conditions here are horrible. My roof is also caving in. I have water damage in my apartment as well. Management is never here. I haven't been able to pay rent this month because no one has been at the leasing office.
So she got the rent. She just ain't able. She haven't been able to pay it because nobody has been inside the office. Shout that baby out for having a real. Go ahead.
Property is not up to keeping. Trash waste is all over the place, all over the property where they haven't been sending away. Trash people out here to empty the trash. They just sent somebody to empty the trash this week because of, I guess, us complaining about the trash all over the sidewalks. Children can't come out to play because of the filth. You know, it's just been heartbreaking since I've been here. You know what I'm saying? It's been a headache. Me having to get up and go to work and then have to come back home to this mess. Thank you.
Okay. So she do work. Okay.
Hello, I'm Amber Miller.
Hey, sugar, shout out baby out for having a real.
I've been here about 2 to 3 months, and ever since I've been here, it's just not okay. Like he said, like Montavia said, the landlord haven't been here. Our roof fell in. Mold is going on the toilet. The side of our box is leaking every time we get in the shower. My mom, she fell down the stairs. That could be a lawsuit right there. Off that, just alone. We got kids out here. Kids that stand in our building. And mold just going around, fungus growing. We had fungus growing out our ceiling to the point that it grew so big that our ceiling fell in. That's sad. And we need somebody to do something about that. We do.
You say that your fungus or your mold grew so big that it fell in. You said that you've been there for 3 months. That shit grow that fast and it makes it that heavy that it drop your roof. Jesus.
We need somebody to do something real, and take action on it. Thank you.
Well, do something that's the same as take action. Go ahead. Shout this baby out right here for having no real. Go on, sister.
Sure.
Look at these. Shout out to these sisters for having a real, though.
Hello, I'm Haley. I stayed in that apartment right there with my friend. And, well, our stuff got taken out. It got moved out without consent, without asking, without even like a 3-day or hour heads up. When I came into my apartment, my stuff was being picked up and thrown outside in the front. So was my friend's. And then the door was locked, and we were just out here. We had to figure it out from there. And I think this was on a Sunday. With nothing. And we've been here for more than a month, more than 2 months. I've spoke to people who have worked here when they were here. And so it just doesn't make sense because now we're at ground zero when we were paying actual rent and we lost a lot of our stuff. Furniture, clothes, hygiene, everything. What we had is what they threw out and we had to sort through that. So now we're just trying to figure out where we're gonna live now, you know? That's it.
Thank you, sugar. Oh, she got a cute little smile. Listen, and like you say, it was on the toilet. Now listen, how the hell you get mold on the toilet? If you get mold on the toilet, that means that you're not cleaning the toilet. I understand the mold up in the ceiling and shit, your leaky pipes and all that shit, the mold in the wall. Got that. You said on the sister before her said on the toilet. That means you not cleaning your toilet. Stand back in her place. It's hot outside, y'all. They got their ass out there in the sun.
All right, hello. My name is Matthew Nursey, N as in Nicholas, U-R-S-E-Y. I'm an organizer and policy advocate with the Housing Justice League.
Okay.
And we're going to invite you all to speak to residents, speak to tenants on your own, hear their perspective, their experiences, know the truth. And enough is enough. You'll go around here, you can see the property has let these conditions get unlivable. These have been deplorable conditions for far too long, and now they are engaging in an illegal mass eviction. Tenants without power, tenants without water, tenants with mold and caving in roofs and flooding, unable to access their mail. I feel like that's, there's some sort of federal crime there with not allowing, tenants to get their mail. It's absurd. So enough is enough. We know City Council member Jason Dozier, this is his district. He's made a commitment to, be involved in this and help the tenants. But we're calling on the rest of local government. The county, we need to put a moratorium on evictions. 1,000 evictions a month are carried out. 1,000 evictions a week are carried out alone in Fulton County. All right. And
isn't Fulton County where what's the lady name? What's the lady name who got a boyfriend and all that fly shit, and she was trying to take YSL them down? Fannie Willis. Isn't that her county? Fulton County.
So, we have all these tenants who are saying that they paid their rent. I mean, how many people are getting evicted right now that are being illegally evicted, that have paid all their rent, have done nothing wrong, but simply because they are a tenant and the odds are stacked against them? The way Georgia is set up with poor tenant protections and protections for business, protections for landlords, they are unable to fight in court and unable to get representation and win these cases. And so a lot of people are being evicted, predetermined outcomes, rubber stamps, when they have done nothing wrong.
Do y'all know what's crazy? That they have been living in these deplorable conditions, and like the lady said, that she would have paid her rent, but there has been nobody inside the office. So if there's pretty much never nobody inside the office, then nobody should be paying rent if y'all living in these conditions. Now, I don't know if this is one of them states to where you have to pay regardless of whether things is being fixed or not. I am not sure, but like I've always told y'all, if I lived in one of them states where they tell me that I got to still pay and my roof and shit is falling, all that, I am gonna be one of those who is liable for not paying. Put that shit on my credit. Cause I'm not paying for shit and shit ain't getting fixed. I'm so sorry. Shout out to CW for the $5 cash app. You say looking for a freak in Northern California to either GI. I don't know. It cut you off. It cut you off.
So Atlanta has a rising issue of unsheltered folks. This is only exacerbating the issue.
And do y'all understand? He said Atlanta has a rising of unsheltered folks. Atlanta is supposed to be the Mecca. The Mecca of like black folks. It's supposed to be like black owned and black ran. I think I told y'all some years ago. That was a lie. Listen. I also saw a video. It was probably on the weekend and I forgot to save it. To where I think like 20 to 30,000 homes has been bought up by businesses. And I think that it's 3 businesses that's buying up all of the damn homes. And none of them business is black businesses. And they say that Atlanta is black owned. No, the hell it ain't. They lied to y'all.
Okay? And for those watching at home, 60% of Americans live paycheck to paycheck. Almost each and every one of us is one emergency away from being in a situation where we could be out on the street.
Facts. And like it's been told, the average American don't have $400 in savings. A bitch ain't got $400 in their pocket, in their purse, in their drawer, in their closet, up under the bed, in their bra, in their monkey. $400 you don't have. Bitch ain't got $300. They say the average, your most expensive, like your kind of sort of on average, the most expensive car cost is typically like $2,000. On average, it's $2,000. The average person ain't got $300, $400. So when we talking about paycheck to paycheck, we actually worse than that right there. And just like Buddy say, you is one hiccup away from being homeless out here. But we stunting though. We got the latest outfits. We in the club. We talking shit on social media. We talking about how other people living.
And so we're asking people to pay attention, keep up with what we're doing here at Housing Justice League. We're calling on the city of Atlanta to, look into Edward Bolden and Bolden Homes. They have a history of letting complexes go into disrepair and illegally evicting people.
Illegally evicting people. Now, y'all wonder why this is going on. The same thing kind of sort of went on last year to where they was putting out all of the Section 8 people. They was just, listen, bam, you got 30 days. Bitch, you got 30 days, bitch. We finna raise the rent. We finna clean this shit up. And we finna raise everything up around that bitch. We don't even want Section 8 tenants. I told y'all. So the Bolden company, because this is Bolden Townhomes, they have more than just these homes. If I'm not mistaken, they have multiple homes. I think that's what he just said. And if they're doing it here, they're going to do it in other places. So all you people who is low income and all this shit right here, this is why families is so important, y'all. This is why we're gonna have to come on back together as families, because we had got separated as families and we wanted to all be independent. We could do everything by ourselves. Yeah. Remember that?
So I encourage you to talk to the residents. Thank you all for coming out. And
I have some questions.
Yeah.
Sure.
Allison, want to take it? Sure.
All right.
Housing justice.
Did you spell your name, so your first and last name, and your title?
First name is Allison, Alison. Last name Johnson, Johnsson. Title Executive Director with Housing Justice League.
Okay, so Channel 2 reporter Aaron Rogers did a story Sunday, and were you expecting the conditions you saw?
Absolutely not. It's totally different when you hear, but when you come on to site and you are firsthand witnessing something of this kind of nature, it is an atrocity, and it is uncalled for. We've had this situation happen with Forest Cove, and as we said in the beginning, that there are so many more Forest Coves in this city.
Yep.
And we thought that passing an
I did stories on Forest Cove where they were putting people out. Remember
ordinance that will hold negligent landlords accountable would help. Nothing has happened. As you can see today, that these properties that are in despair in these districts, we need to think about the people who are representing the interests of the people.
Ooh, talk about it, baby. And now remember, I just had them say, isn't Fannie Willis over Fulton County them? So you mean to tell me that we can go after YSL them, but we can't do like the Housing Justice League and all that fine shit? We can't get the housing together? We can go after the rappers. Well, like they were trying to go after the killers, you know what I'm saying? But you going after the rappers. Don't Atlanta have like the most black millionaires? The most black people who is making over 100 grand? I think. I'm guessing.
Did you see similar patterns at other properties in Atlanta you work with? What are those practices?
Yeah, similar properties such as Forest Cove, such as Fairburn Gardens, you name them, they're there. What ends up usually happens is the tenants become displaced. They are given a portable voucher and to go and fend for themselves. And a lot of those tenants that we've worked at have become unhoused, mainly because there's nowhere to go. There's nowhere to live, and people won't accept Section 8 portable vouchers at this time.
More questions.
I talked about it last year, didn't it? This shit went to failing last year. I kept saying it. And we was talking about Atlanta. And these type of things that's happening all across the country, but people don't want to pay attention to Willie. They don't want to pay attention to Willie. You say, Willie, you're talking about Atlanta, Georgia, not Atlanta. No, I'm talking about Atlanta, Georgia. Atlanta, Georgia.
The Safe at Home Act, does that go far enough? How can it protect those tenants?
They don't even, there's not enough places for Section 8. The landlords they are not taking Section 8 like they used to, man.
What we have, we are grateful for what we have right now, but of course it doesn't go far enough because here we are.
Yes, being married helps a lot. Well, hell, you don't even have to be married. We just need to team up. That's it. But everybody is so many people I just want to have my own. I don't want to be in a relationship, or if they is in a relationship, they tearing up the relationship because people don't know how to compromise and people don't know how to work together. People don't know how to work as a team. People really don't know how to work as a team. Everybody want to be a damn leader. Everybody want to be a goddamn leader, and everybody cannot be a leader. So we is separating, and now you got to find a spot, or you got to find a spot. And then we having domestic love incidents to where we getting kicked out of spots. And then a lot of y'all don't want to stay at home with your parents. A lot of y'all just want to go ahead on and jump on out there because you want to be grown. You actually want to do exactly what you want to do, not even paying attention to the housing market and not knowing that this shit is difficult out here for you as a young person to even come on out here and have your own shit. And then we have the parents who is putting their ass out at 18. And watch it. And then Job Corps gone.
You look around and it'll tell you there needs to be a definitive definition of what habitability is. Because if landlords are thinking that this is a definition of habitability, we've lost. Our tenants are continuing to lose every day. So yeah, this bill needs to continue to go further than what it is.
You say Atlanta ain't all black no more. You say in all the chaos and confusion, they lost it. Got a good point.
Two more questions. How is Mr. Bowden getting away with this?
There has been a lack of transparency and no accountability. There's no oversight to the actual ordinance that was passed to hold landlords accountable. So therefore, those loopholes, they're able to slip through those loopholes.
And speaking of accountability, how will you hold Mr. Bowden accountable?
If we have to go to Mr. Bowden's home, we'll go and pitch a tent at Mr. Bowden's home. We're going to go to the offices of where they have their offices, and we're going to present them with a letter from the tenants that are demanding better quality housing, the utilities be shut on, and no more illegal evictions. And if they don't answer to those demands, then we're going to escalate.
All right. Is there anything else you would like to add?
So she's talking as if they got a plan. If you want somebody's attention, go protest on their lawn. They'll listen then. Well, see. At least they got a plan. At least they got a plan, and they not just talking. I like it. Go ahead, sister.
No, I just think people should recognize that there are so many more Bolden townhomes in the city of Atlanta, and that so many renters are being displaced with nowhere to go.
How many, you said mass evictions, how many residents are facing eviction?
Maybe that's at this particular property?
Yes.
I'm not really sure about the number of amount. Maybe one of the residents can answer that.
Do you know roughly the ballpark?
About 50. No, I'd say about 75%.
75%, okay.
75%.
But how many is 75% though?
Of people is
You have to come up to.
I feel as if 75% people here is getting mass eviction. I feel like only 25% is not getting involved in that situation is because they've been here longer than all of us. They've been here 3+ years. So I feel as if that's wrong.
So the ones who have been there for 3+ years is not getting mass evicted. Something is going on. Something.
And how much notice, if any, were you given that you were getting evicted?
They gave us a paper on a door that you can just type up, and it said you have to leave immediately within 48 hours.
48 hours?
Yes, ma'am.
To leave your home?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you have anywhere to go?
No, ma'am. We don't. Exactly.
So watch this. Nobody here should produce another child. No female here should produce another child. You're in this predicament now. That means that you cannot afford another child. You're in this predicament now. That means that you gon' hunch because broke people hunch. I get that right there. But you should not be bringing a child in, bitch. If ladies, now I'm gonna put this on the guys. If y'all smashing a dude who don't got $50 for that plan B, you need your ass whooped. Players, if you ain't got $50 to handle your responsibilities as a father, you need your ass whooped. For real though. Shout out to Miss Bennett for the $5 super chat. You say, I seek major accommodation. Did I say that right? I seek major. It's not major. Meager accommodations. I don't know what I'm looking at. Appreciate that right there.
This is the letter that came on our door.
Notice and
It
warn.
wasn't even delivered to you? Or just
No.
on your door?
They just taped them on the door. Y'all got 4 days.
Anybody can type this up. There's no name on here, nobody name, not even the Bolden Townhome names.
And I only ask this because I know people are going to ask. I know a couple of you mentioned that you aren't able to get inside an office to pay rent. Is there an online way to pay rent?
No, ma'am. No, ma'am.
You say, Willie, all the ones that live over there seem like they start mess. You got a good point. They might be a little aggressive. I don't know.
They're not
They're not,
you have to come up. Just make sure you guys come up.
Bowden is not accepting calls from anyone. They're declining everybody's call. No one's never here in the management office, so that's our problem. We can't get anybody in the management office to answer any questions, do any maintenance or anything. They're never here. So
I'm gonna tell y'all what could have been happening. What could have been happening? You say Plan B's is $6 on Amazon. Now you is lying to me. You is lying to me. But if it is, shit, that's a come up. That's a real come up. Let me explain something to you. They say that they have been having these problems for months. There has been nobody on the inside who has like you can't talk to. There's been nobody around there to pay. I do understand that it's hard to find places to rent. And remember, we talked about your credit is still important, especially if you're gonna need some place to stay. A lot of places they don't check your credit, but look at the places that don't check your credit. You might not want to live in them places. If y'all been having these problems, insufficient living standards, y'all shouldn't been paying rent. I don't know how else to tell you good people this.
it's just a lose-lose situation with us.
But I do understand that, yeah, because they'll put eviction on my record. Well, damn it, the eviction gonna have to be put on my damn record. But it wouldn't matter if y'all hurry up and save those 2 months worth of rent and move in somewhere.
One time I was trying to talk to the new person, they shut the door in my face being disrespectful. So that's why I brought it to the news.
Oh, he brought it to the news. Oh, he said the last time he tried to talk to somebody, they was being disrespectful. Shout out to a player.
So it's just a lose-lose situation with us.
One time I was trying to talk to the new person, they shut the door in my face being disrespectful. So that's why I brought it to the news.
All right, thank you all for speaking up.
My name is Triana.
Just say your name, spell both of them.
Triana Griffin.
Troyana Griffin. Hello. Hey, Troyana.
Treauana. Last name Griffin. Griffin. Been a resident here for almost a year and a half. Lately, well, me and my kids, I have 2 kids, a 3-year-old and a 5-year-old. We've been out of lights for like the last 3 or 4 days. I paid the bill, but now I've contacted Georgia Power, and now they're saying there's something wrong with the power box, and there's never been nothing wrong with the power box. So, tried to talk to the management, but there's nobody there.
You say that baby slow. Oh, listen, she had the power out for 3 or 4 days. But you've been still living in these other conditions for a year and a half, because it seems to me like the place ain't never been like a good place.
Almost every day, except for when they was putting people out a couple days ago. Nobody to answer the phone, nobody to do maintenance. We've been without a sink upstairs in the bathroom. We had to come downstairs to brush our teeth and wash our face.
Oh, so y'all got upstairs and downstairs? Oh, cause y'all in the townhomes. Y'all got no sinks upstairs, but y'all been paying rent though.
Like I said, there's been no electricity for like 3 days.
So, yeah, lights is electricity. Go ahead.
My 2 boys in there. We're gonna have to use a grill to cook food. I don't really have no family to help. I don't really have nowhere else to go either.
Y'all been having to use the grill. She mean like the outside, like some charcoal and shit, to cook food. So you ain't got no microwave? Oh, cause she ain't got no lights. Damn.
What's going through your head right now?
There's too much. What am I gonna do next?
Do y'all even understand? Watch. I'm gonna tell you like this right here. Even if y'all is allowing men to pee in y'all, watch this. And even if he don't want the baby, watch this. It's something still about men that if a lot of us has dealt with this right here. We may not want the doggone child, but if you is a cool chick, and you have like this kind of understanding that, okay, you don't want the baby, I can't force you to be a father, but I'm not mad at you. You know what I'm saying? But if you would like to be a father, then you come on and be a father. Like if you would like the help, then I would appreciate the help, but you be like some good peoples. A lot of times that helps that man change his mind and be like, you know what? Because of you is a good person and I don't want to be a dad. I don't want the goddamn baby. A lot of times we tend to be a father to the child because you is a good person. Y'all understand that right now? I've seen it. Man, player don't want no goddamn baby. But she just so cool, though. She ain't stressing the player. You know what I'm saying? She may come around for a few dollars and shit, but she ain't threatening and, you know, yeah, like a few dollars I can get to get the baby something to eat. All right, man. Go ahead. You really don't even much want to be no goddamn daddy, but all right, man. But then, you know, you start back talking to her all cool and stuff like that, and y'all go to kicking it, and now you babysit. You know what I'm saying? And now y'all live together. You know. But ladies, that goes back to a lot of y'all have lost the art and or never had the art of finesse. Y'all think that y'all got to be boss bitches. Well, we looking at a few of these boss bitches.
That's all.
2 children, a woman with 2 children, a single mama with 2 children living in a townhome, and ain't no man trying to shack up with you. Y'all do know that that's a you problem.
Hello.
Especially in Atlanta kind of country. And a lot of us have the belief that women in the South, women in the country like to take care of their men. You mean to tell me and the play ain't trying to lay up around there? Ladies, that's a you problem. There's so many players who is out here slanging that good shit, slanging that dope and still stay with their mammy. Do you know that they would be willing to live at your house and slang that dope? But at least he'll be bringing in some money. Hell, because you're going to get peed in by somebody who's slanging that shit anyway. Just saying.
I'm Mercedes McGregor. Mercedes M-E.
I'm going to let us say a few things and we're going to cut off so we can go ahead on and transition.
RCEDES. Last name McGregor, MCG.
Shout out for having a real though.
REGOR. I was one of the first doors that the sheriff made contact with. So I am probably one of the only residents that has paperwork with the complaint that was filed against us as squatters. All of us have been scammed, those who were paying rent or what those for, but I was given a piece of paper that me and the sheriff both signed. So
you say, Willie, this is making me depressed. Y'all listen. A lot of this shit is real deep, y'all. There's so much of this stuff going around, and a lot of this stuff don't even get put on the national news. A lot of this stuff is not even pushed out here. A lot of people really don't even know that there's people who is really going through this shit. Because again, we be on social media, especially like the younger people. They is on social media and they see a lot of positive stuff and people getting money and they see their favorite celebrities and they think that life just around them is just great. It's not, y'all.
The sheriff did have a copy machine, so we had to write this piece of paper twice. Where here in bold letters, it says that I had 3 business days. On my 3rd business day, at 10 o'clock in the morning, I was already getting evicted. When I was already on my way to the sheriff's office with this same pack of documents, my lease, the paper, the money, trace that I have from the person.
You might be right. She probably is. They probably is taking some bird baths.
That I gave my money to. So, and when I spoke to the sheriff, so I called because of all the confusion that was going on. After they came and gave us this piece of paper, because I'm the only person that signed this piece of paper with the sheriff. So they filed 1 eviction and tried to put all of us out instead of filing each apartment like they properly should do. So they filed 1, and I'm the closest one. I live right there on O2. So I was the first person to get put out. On my call to the sheriff's office, she told me if I didn't get there today by 5 o'clock, which was my 2nd business day, that they'll be back at 10 o'clock. I was served on the 27th. They were back on the 30th, when they should have been back that prior Monday or the next Monday after I attempted, or the 3rd business day if I attempted at 5 o'clock. If I didn't do it, they should have been back by Monday, but they came back in 48 hours. And when I asked the sheriff, they really didn't give me a understanding, because the state law says 3 business days, but you only gave me 48 hours. So when me and the sheriff signed this piece of paper, did the legal binding contract be voided?
See, I like how she's talking. She's not talking aggressive. She's just explaining what happened. She's not that angry black woman. She's just explaining what happened. And this is how we need to do things, especially when we're on national television. We need to be able to explain and remove the majority of the emotions out. Just explain to the people what's going on, so that creates the empathy and the sympathy and stuff like that. Go ahead.
Because now you and the sheriff, me and the sheriff both have this piece of paper. He signed right here, and I signed at the top. But on the 48 hours, they say, oh, well, it's 48 hours. This paper doesn't say 48 hours in bold letters. It say 3 business days. So I'm the only person that stuff is outside, other than the other 2 people that came behind me when they came back and evicted. So my children, no water, no power, and all my stuff is going outside. I'm a college student, I have children, I have no power, and I'm homeless.
So they calling you guys squatters?
Yeah, they're calling us squatters.
Why?
I'm not sure.
Because you're paying rent.
Right, we're all paying rent, but this.
But who is y'all paying rent to when y'all saying that these people ain't never in the bit? It's never in the office and shit falling apart. Why is y'all paying though?
Per this complaint, it says we're squatters.
They gave you guys keys to.
Everybody is labeled as squatters. Well, y'all do know the Atlanta squatter law. Don't they got to take y'all to court to evict y'all? We just did a story about the group of dudes who was throwing the party in the dead man's house, to where they had to go to court to prove that they wasn't squatters. So they should have to take each one of y'all to court, right?
Typically don't have
keys, right. Squatters don't have keys.
Well, not necessarily. Squatters can have keys. They just change the locks.
We all had leases. Everybody showed, when the sheriff came, everybody showed them a lease. So that was their problem between the leasing property to figure out where was there a mix between us and the property manager. Yeah.
And that's another thing, especially for low income people in poverty, and I'm just gonna say, especially for dog you folk, keep all y'all damn paperwork. That doing shit, that word, the mouth shit, no, I need it in paper. I need this shit in paper. You keep a copy, I keep a copy. Have a place to where y'all have y'all paperwork in order, man.
I was here over the property. Say if he knocked on the door, because after I got kicked out, then the leasing office wanted to mediate with everybody else once they realized it was a problem. But I was the only person at that point that had already been kicked out, because the one file went to my one door. So then the sheriff told them that they had to evict everybody properly, go get an eviction for each door that they want someone out of. So I was the first filing, and I was the only door that they hit with the one filing that they made for $50. So if they want everybody out, they would have to file for every door that they want out, not just one door with one complaint and kick everybody out. That's not proper. So I'm the only person, because it doesn't even say my unit number here. It says to be served to A1. That's the leasing office. I live in O2.
So they wasn't even supposed to came and put her out. They were supposed to kick out the leasing office.
So that's where there's a misunderstanding of who was supposed to get this and who was supposed to be properly done. So even if this was about eviction, it wasn't done properly.
Damn shame. That's a damn shame. I can't wait to see the outcome. When I get some more information, then we'll come back and do something else on it. But that's their story. Sad story. Sad story. I wonder what is going to come about that right now. But I do have to say this right here. Now listen, since it seems to me that a lot of you all know one another. A lot of y'all know one another. And this also goes back to, watch this. Y'all know how the females be on the internet saying that they don't like dudes with trades and shit, and dudes with trades, they broke and they don't want to date them type of dude because they really ain't getting no money. And like I be trying to tell people with trades make more money than people with degrees. But anyway, I see a few players. I see a few players there. Now, I don't know if these players know any type of building.
This is only exacerbating the issue.
Any type of building, construction, remodeling, anything like that right there. You know what I'm saying? Removing stuff. Hooking water back up. Hooking electricity back up. This is why a lot of times you ladies also need to be dealing with players with trades. You got shit falling apart, but y'all paying rent. A lot of y'all need to do like people used to do, like back in the days. If the landlord don't want to fix something, you go ahead on and fix it. You take that shit out the rent. Depends on the laws of the state. I get all that right there. Yeah. If y'all have men in y'all townhomes who is peeing in y'all and they have no trade about themselves and can't fix shit inside of the house, and y'all constantly waiting on these people to remove mold and to kill mold and all that fly shit, and he don't know how to take out drywall and to kill mold and put up some more drywall and stop the leaks and shit. If he don't know how to watch YouTube University and stop leaks and all that fly shit right there, you letting the wrong dude pee in you, ladies. You literally is letting the wrong dudes pee in y'all. This don't even much make no sense. I do understand that y'all be wanting to hunch just as much as we do, but at least hunch players with some type of know-how. And hell, and if he don't have no know-how, at least hunch a player who know how to get on the phone and call somebody else who has some know-how. Cause a lot of us have partners and shit who do certain trades because, all right, you don't know everything. One man don't know everything. You may have a mechanic here, an electrician here, a plumber here, but we know somebody who knows somebody. A lot of times we can call like our uncles and shit, or our granddaddies, or something like that right there, and or our mamas, cause she probably done dealt with a plumber or something, you know. Mama, what's his name number? I got a problem over here. Mama go ahead on to give you that right there. He swing on over there. You pay, buddy. You know what I'm saying? The situation is fixed. You take that money off the damn rent. But all we want to do is hunch and just deal with the dude that look cool in skinny jeans and Jordans. Just saying, we're not thinking it through. And watch this. All y'all that's getting evicted or supposedly getting evicted, y'all need to figure out why y'all can't move together. Two to three of y'all women need to be able to move together with y'all children inside of one spot. But we don't know how to work together. It's difficult to find places to move. As y'all said, it's difficult to find places. So why y'all can't come together? Willie, for you to have mold in your ceilings like that, it's a cave in. That means that you got a leak in your ceiling, or should I say a leak in your roof? Yes. So you need to have a player who is not afraid to get up on the ladder, because I don't play with ladders. I don't play with ladders, especially with like the 2-story thing. But I know somebody who will get up on the ladder and put a little top up there. I know somebody who would get up there and fix some shingles real quick and put a top on top of the shingles to stop. I know somebody who will stop the leak. You see what I'm saying? You ain't got to be the one to do it. You just got to be able to fix the problem. Men, we supposed to be problem solvers, but a lot of young boys is not raised to be problem solvers. So then that in turns, you women is picking men, but they're not problem solvers. Say, can plumbers wear skinny jeans? It's hard to wear skinny jeans and fix pipes and all that flash shit. I don't know, man. To each his own, but I don't think that's a good thing. It's not professional. It's not professional. Hold on. Willie got the super chats back to say that's what's up. I didn't know that I had done lost. Shout out to C Note for the 499 super chat. They say, when I was growing, my father was a plumber, electrician, mechanic, and a farmer. You know what I'm saying? Now there is a lot of us who is multi-talented. There's a lot of us who is multi-talented out here in these doggone streets. There is a lot of us. But as long as you all can contact somebody to get some shit done, you've done the job. You have literally fixed a problem. Hold up, bam. Shout out to CW for the $2 cash app. I appreciate that right there. Let me go ahead on and grab that. Bam. accepted that. Thank you for letting me know about that right there. Listen to all you good people over here in the YouTube screen. Y'all finna go on and get on up out of here on YouTube. We finna continue on Rumble and Twitter. We finna continue on Rumble and Twitter because it's the things that I cannot show on YouTube. Yeah. Shout out to Linwood for the $2 cash app. You say, when is your birthday, Now, that's one thing that I've never done. I've never done on the internet. I've never told my birthday. All I say, I'm a Gemini. All I say, I don't put my birthday out there. Ever. Never have, and I'm not gonna start now. Skinny jeans and HVAC don't mix, for real though. You say, Willie, we need real mans with problem-solving skills. That's a fact, y'all. And this is why I also have been trying to talk to women and explain to them sometimes polygamy is a good idea. Because what has been raised in the past decades or two is a different type of males. These is different type of men who don't know shit. I'm trying to tell you something. And I know y'all want y'all a good man and y'all think that y'all deserve a good man. But a lot of these good men already have good women. Just saying. Maybe you can find you a sister wife out here. A lot of times you all be in your own ways because while y'all is looking for that good man while getting peed in by a non-good man, you can be working on a relationship with a sister wife with a good man. You know, you could be doing positives instead of negatives. You say, will it have secrets? I got secrets out here in these streets. For real though. Listen. Y'all, the link is down there in the description for Rumble. Y'all click on it for Rumble. We finna go to Rumble. Well, hell, we already on Rumble. Rumble is already popping right now. Shout out to all the people who is over there on Rumble right now. Rumble is already open. That's why around about 8 o'clock, I had posted like the thumbnail for Rumble so you good people could see what we're going to be talking about over there on Rumble. You say, oh, Kevin Samuels was zested. That's what a lot of people had done said, you know, with the mannerisms and stuff. You know, it'd be like that sometime. You say, will it overtime tomorrow? Yes or no? I don't think so. Damn it, I gotta go to the dealership, then I gotta go to the auction. I got a few things to do. Tomorrow, so I don't think that I will be doing no show tomorrow. But hell, you never know. You never know what may transpire. You never ever know. So listen, y'all, it's 9 o'clock. For YouTube, I'm just doing this here for YouTube. Players, prostate cancer awareness round here at the Willie Williams Show says just a finger. So your prostate don't work, your meat don't work. Mess around and lose your la or your life. Here's your choice. You make the call. Your body, your booty. I am here to help. Yes, I am. Yes, I'm here. We finna close out on YouTube. We still up on Rumble and Twitter. So to all my YouTube people, thank y'all for being around here. We had 226 likes. That's what I'm talking about. I appreciate y'all for rocking. I'm going to see y'all when I see y'all on YouTube.